Hi everybody, my name is Mr. Fogel and I'm your CIRC teacher. CIRC stands for Creativity Innovation Research Center. It's a place where we're going to have a lot of hands-on fun activities. We base things on something called STEM, that's science, technology, mathematics, and engineering. I try to do a lot of hands-on projects, a lot of coding, robotics, 3D printing, and there's lots of things that we're going to try to do this year. And so at the start of the year, I want to introduce myself, and I also want you to see where all of our files and all of our projects are going to be home. And so everything's going to be housed in Microsoft Teams. Hopefully at this point, you probably know how to open up Microsoft Teams. And if you look at my screen here, I have lots of teams that I am subscribed to, and you're going to have a lot as well on an example fifth grade classroom, so you can kind of see where all of our information lies. And so I'm going to click on this room right here, this team, and it's going to take you to the announcements and post page. I will periodically be putting certain announcements and certain information here, but for the most part at the beginning of the year it's going to be blank. All of our files, everything that I'm going to be working with this year in Teams is going to be in something called Class Notebook. When you click on Class Notebook, it will load up into what is CIRC. And so feel free before school starts, you can browse every single page in here if you want, or you can just wait until the first day of school. But over here, this is where we are going to have all of our information. And so I want to show you a little bit how to work it. And so on this, where the title is Where is CIRC, to the left of it is a small little navigation panel. If I click on that, it shows all of the information in the welcome page. So it talks about my expectations for virtual learning, what is CIRC, and then 90% of the information is going to be in the content library. Now you notice below, you can see lots of different students I have listed here. You're only going to see your name. When I click on first CIRC cycle, here are the different pages that we're going to have associated to. What I would recommend, the very first thing to look at is the calendar page. And so when I click on calendar and I click away from it, it brings the calendar up. And we can take a look and you can see which cohort you belong to. Cohort A is the A through L last names, and cohort B is M through Z. And if you scroll down, you'll be able to say whether you are learning in virtual that day or in person. It tells you the day of the week and the date, and it will even tell you when certain projects are due. And so I like to put one little calendar here so that everybody has access to it right away. And so that's something I want you to kind of look at. And it also says what your times are, and these times can be very important, especially when we are working with virtual. When you're at home, you will be logging in, and I will be live streaming my classes to those students who are in person, and you will have access to it as well at home. If I click back on the navigation panel, there are other sections such as the project instructions overview. This project is about 3D printing, so it talks about 3D printing in action and how to access your Tinkercad account. And we'll be talking about all of this in class. Share your designs, and there's even a bonus activity if we get that far. One other section to look at is something called the collaboration space. If you click on that, there's one activity in the collaboration space. If I click on first CIRC cycle here, 3D printing applications, and there's an activity in this, and you'll see your name eventually will be in here, and you'll complete the activity. And so that's where all of my information is going to be in the class notebook. So you can log into your student portal, and I will put links in the portal to the class notebook, but for the most part, this is where all of our information is going to be. So I can't wait to meet all of you, and I look forward to the start of the year or start of the cycle. And so let's get started.